Chapter 6 on Weakness and Old Age. Story 1. I was holding a disputation with a company of learned men in the Cathedral Mosque of Damascus. Jami Masjid, or whatever you call it. When a youth stepped among us, asking whether anyone knew Persian, whereon most of them pointed to me. I asked him what the matter was, and he said that an old man, aged 150 years, was in the agony of death, but saying something in Persian, which nobody could understand, that if I were kindly to go and see him, I might obtain an information, whether he was perhaps desirous of making his last will. When I approached his pillow, he said, "A while ago I said, I shall take some rest, but alas, the way of my breath is choked. Alas, that from the variegated banquet of life we were eating a while, and told it is enough." I interpreted these words in the Arabic language to the Damascenes, and they were astonished that despite of his long life, he regretted the termination of it so much. I asked him how he felt, and he replied, "What shall I say? Hast thou not seen what misery he feels, the teeth of whose mouth are being extracted? Consider what his state will be at the hour when life is precious to him abandons his body." I told him not to worry his imagination with the idea of death, and not to allow a hallucination to obtain dominion over his nature, because Ionian philosophers have said that although the Constitution may be good, no reliance is to be placed on its permanence, and although a malady may be perilous, it does not imply a full indication of death. I asked, "If thou art willing, I shall call a physician to treat me." He lifted his eyes and said, smiling, "A skilled doctor strikes his hands together, are beholding a rival prostrate like a potsherd. A gentleman is engaged in adorning his hall with paintings, whilst the very foundation of the house is ruined. An aged man was lamenting in his last agony, whilst his old spouse was rubbing him with sandal. When the equilibrium of the Constitution is destroyed, neither incantations or medicines are of any avail." Because you gotta treat something a little bit, deeper than that, right? But no matter what age a person is at, they're still going to be clinging, right? Was it the idea that Moses, it's like, no, I'm going to still want to live at that point. Might as well take me now, right?